I can't think. Are you a doctor? Did the United States Space Administration send you? They must have issued you a stim pack, right? Oh, thank you. So, you're real after all, huh? That's a relief. Oh, I can feel it working, but just so tired. Not sure if I can stand quite yet. My name is Commander Sofia Daguerre. I'm an astronaut with the USSA. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, that's a relief. Thank you. I figured the military would have arrived for the crashed ship. It's been... a while, though. I still haven't heard from my crew, either. Oh, God. I can't believe this is happening. I need to find my crew. Contact the USSA. Get some first aid. One thing at a time, though. Where am I, anyway? The remnants of Appalachia? What do you mean? I remember... almost... Damn it. What do you mean, remnants? The mechanical engineer on the crew. Dr. Bernard. He helped me into the deep sleeper pod. He said, see you in a few years. And we waved at each other. We launched the deep sleep mission in 2070. And I entered the hibernation pod very shortly after we achieved orbit. Why do you ask? Oh no. Oh, that is not the kind of question I was hoping to hear right now. I was supposed to emerge in 2075, with an optional extension to 2080, if things were going well. Are you serious? You can't be serious. Tell me you're just trying to be funny here. Please. But the USSA had contingencies, plans, fail-safes, backup robotic agents. Damn it. This wasn't supposed to happen. I think... I need to focus on just finding my crew. There were 3 others, and I just... I didn't see anybody. Or any bodies. So they had to be in the ship, or maybe only my emergency pod crashed? I don't know. Could you go to the crash site and look for the ship's flight recorder? It's not far. Not far at all. I can't walk much right now, but you can almost see it from here. Almost. Take a right from the bunker. Cross the river. It's not too deep. Then... it's up the mountain a bit. I fell down the slope. Not sure how far. Follow the mountain ridge. Look for smoke. You should be able to find it easily. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. My body is still shaking, so I'm gonna just try to stay still and listen to the comms. Just in case. I'm guessing nobody from the Space Administration was up there, collecting evidence and looking for survivors. Huh. It should tell me why my ship crashed, and whether anyone else survived. Maybe I can even contact the USSA with it. Or someone. Oh, that's a relief. Now, we just have to decrypt it to access the data. Our ship's robot would have had a standard-grade USSA encryption key. If it survived the crash, it would be heading back to the nearest military depot. The escape pod's robot is an assaultron, I think. It's responsible for the encryption key. Last I was able to check its signal, it was returning to a military base or doing diagnostics. It's hard to tell. Oh, right. Of course. There's an emergency code. Blue Sunset. I can't believe I forgot that. It's simple, really. Get to the robot and get the encryption key. I can tune its transmitter signal to your external device there. You should be able to track it down.
Warning. Do not interfere. This unit is on an emergency assignment. Warning. Do not interfere. Access code received. Validating code. Confirming identity. Accepted. Welcome, Commander Daguerre. Transmitting encryption key as requested. Terminating transmission. This unit will now continue to USSA custody presently. Stand back. Warning. Do not interfere. This unit will now continue to USSA custody.
I had hoped I could reprogram this console here. But it's barely functional. Did you find the encryption key? Oh, sure. Makes sense, I guess. Here. Thanks for getting the key. Unfortunately, it doesn't do me much good without a functioning console. I'm not sure it'd be worth it, all the flooding down here, but we might be able to rebuild it, above ground. You wouldn't know of a secure location, would you? You're sure? I mean, you've already done so much for me. Maybe just for a night or two, until I feel better. Thank you. I don't want to slow you down, though. Maybe you should take these schematics. Get that console rebuilt at your camp. I should be able to get there by the time it's built. And, hey, thanks for your help. I bet this was not what you planned to do today, but I'm real glad you found me. I gave you the schematic to build my console at your camp, so... go ahead and do that. I'll be on my way.
Happy holidays and a
This is... yeah. This place should do just fine. Thanks for setting up the console. I can work with this. This console looks pretty good. A little rusty in places, though. I guess you got these parts from a junkyard, huh? Resourceful. The scanner currently has a model 38X2, which is built for scanning very specific locations. Not bad, but I would like to improve it. The year before I launched, the military was rolling out some scanner upgrades. One of those could give us more speed and detail in our scans. Can you find a scanner upgrade module for this? It would help us find so much more, and much more quickly. I don't suppose you can just swing by a tech supplies store, hmm? Yeah, I didn't think so. Last I knew, these types of things were common items in military bases and compounds. But my information is admittedly out of date. I'll transfer the coordinates to a local military base, but I can't vouch for its security status. It's hard to detect anything specific right now. Swell. In the meantime, I'll fix up this console a bit. Did you know that it still uses the outdated P14B configuration for its power chamber? I mean, I know you all survived the end of the world, but using this as is would be like living in squalor and the apocalypse. Listen, I know you've done a lot for me already. Got me out of that sunken bunker and let me stay here. It means a lot. You saw my wreck, didn't you? I don't know how else to prove it to you. You know, it's equally surprising to me that you've survived all of this. It's good that wonders never cease, right? It's hard. I don't know what to say. It's more than I ever expected could happen. This wasn't even in the realm of possibilities when I launched. But it could have been worse. I need to remember that. No. I need a TF-85B adapter to improve the visual fidelity of the scanner, but those were being phased out when when I launched decades ago. So, now I need to be the one to adapt, or else. Right? Right? Oh well. Anyway, no, I don't really have what I need, but I'm making do. I think I can muddle through with this. Copy. Over and out.
You've been nice this year. Evaluating. No. Oh, my, no. Why did you do those things? Why? Gathering presents. Loading chair. Unpacking. Holly. Jolly. Subroutine. Complete.
Well, you just look at this fancy minute. Could use some soldering to fit in this. Nothing I can't handle. In the meantime, I found some sort of emergency supplies crate that must have splintered off while the ship broke apart. Might just be a crate of space food, but maybe it's got some emergency contact codes for the satellites. Heck, it could even be my personal crate full of my Unstoppables comics that I foolishly brought with me to space. Hey, I thought I'd have time. Yes, but I'm not sure how accurate the data is, or if anything has scavenged it. It's hard to tell much more until I install the upgrade module. They let me take a crate of personal items. We weren't supposed to be in deep sleep the whole time, you know. I doubt it is. They're probably all burned up on re-entry, sadly. I had a full collection. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sure it's astronaut food or something else that the USSA thought I might need. I know this sounds odd, but not much has changed for me. Not many new consoles have been invented since the well, my time, I guess. The scanner upgrade has helped to compensate for the degradation that has occurred in the past years. I'm trying to modify it so I can use it for other stuff too. Maybe hijack the scanner so I can run a holotape game? Ooh, that would be good. Ooh, the headaches emerging from deep sleep are worse than they implied it would be. I don't know. I feel sudden spikes of pain at times, and it takes a while to subside. I'm dealing with it, but it's still happening. Oddly, yes. I camped out here a few times while I was in graduate school with a good friend, Emerson. Those were the days. We were in the same physics program at college and hit it off. It ended up not working out for us, but we remained friends, which was good because he joined the USSA towards the end of my astronaut training. Ugh. That would have been awkward. You know, it's rough. I can't put it any other way. You know what I thought would happen when we landed? I thought there would be a parade. I thought maybe there would be a commemorative plaque. Sure as hell didn't think the world would have gone the way of the dodo. You know? Affirmative. Out. I was wondering if you were coming back. This handbook doesn't even have emergency contact information in it. I never expected to use this. Clearly. Well, we can do this by ourselves, right? Time to test this newly upgraded scanner out. I found an old USSA beacon with a strong signal. It was activated here after my ship launched, which means it isn't from someone on my ship. It isn't one of my crew. The interesting thing is, this beacon should have lost power years ago, but it's still active. If you grab the beacon, I'm sure whoever is monitoring it will come looking. Let's make them find us. It has nearly full power right now. That can only mean someone is still out there replacing its power cell regularly. I'm not sure exactly, but I do know that my ship's autopilot took us here to Appalachia for a reason. Maybe this beacon was it. In the meantime, I'll cross-reference some data from the flight recorder and the scanner's readings. I need to find my crew, and I think I'm close. Remember, when you pick up the beacon, whatever you do, do not press any red buttons, do not ingest it, and do not sell it to communists. That's unexpectedly thoughtful of you. I was just thinking about an old holotape game that I used to play, but, well, they won't work on this console. Maybe I could adapt it, though. So, if you run across one later, can you let me know? Sure, of course. I guess this is all ancient history now, I guess. Jeez. Including me, well, we had a crew of 4. All scientists and engineers. The plan was to use the deep sleep pods and record the biological data. We wanted to know if there were medical uses, you know? We had tried it out on Earth already with volunteers, but not in space. It wasn't that complicated. Honestly, I felt like we had the resources for a much more complex experiment. But I guess they wanted to take it slow. I think it helps with the side effects, but just not the major bursts of pain. I appreciate it, though. It helps me sleep better. Before we launched, I had a lot of anxiety. Made it hard for me to sleep, so I'd listen to ocean noises, whale singing, always put me right out. I have so many questions. Just how? Why? I was saying goodbye to everybody and they're really gone. I think I understand what has happened from stray broadcasts to some degree. I guess it was war. And somehow this is the world that survived. I can't even put all of this into words right now. My memories of everything from before all of this are so fresh. Just below the surface. I was just there. The stim pack does help. Not a ton, but it takes the edge off at least. Thanks for asking, Fred. Roger. Stay safe out there.
Really? I fear for their safety.
I suspect the owner of this beacon will come and find us. I know I would. But until then, well, I have something here that we should look into. I noticed a strange signal that was heading right for us. It seems like after the signal approached this place, it just spun around and took off. It was strange. Sudden. Think you could just sneak over there and poke your head in? If they seem problematic, maybe stop them somehow? I don't know. I can't tell what it's doing there exactly, but it's moving around, so I think it's alive? Or I guess it could be a robot. I noticed another USSA signal approach it a bit ago, and then they both disappeared completely for a moment. And only this one reappeared. I'm not sure what that means, but there are only a few reasons why a signal disappears. Death is one of them. Okay, just be careful. I wish I could tell what it is. It just seems so unnatural. But what does that mean in a world like this? Listen, this could be a trap. Or it could be just a big misunderstanding. I can't really say for sure. Just be careful. I'm not sure they do. We had one of those on the ship, and it landed with me. But it wasn't aggressive. I don't know. But they really aren't taking a direct line to attack me either. Maybe they're damaged or have been corrupted somehow. It felt like nothing else. I remember spinning in space, eyes fixed on Earth, unable to look away. So far away. So perfect. Affirmative. Out. was wondering if you were coming back. Is this a friend of yours? Who are you? You seem so familiar.
Well, you look exactly the same. I never believed... I wondered who picked up my beacon. Well, I'll be damned.
Emerson? Dr. Emerson Hale. Is that you?
Welcome. Back to Earth, I guess. Welcome to Appalachia.
I don't even know what to say. I never expected to see you here. My ship crashed a while ago, and I was fortunate to find someone who took me in. I'm trying to find my crew, but I've had some horrible headaches.
So, you're staying at this place. I guess you really decided to jump into modern Appalachian life, huh? I didn't mean to be offensive. Your home is fine. I'm not creative in that way. I mean, I squat in an old military base right now. I hope your Good Samaritan here has helped you out with more than just a place to, crash.
She has helped me out quite a lot already, actually. Brought back the USSA beacon, and also took care of some hostile robots.
I see. Well, is there anything I can help with while I'm here? Supplies, medicines, questions, I guess? Sure is. For a while, I had hoped I could contact somebody else to monitor the deep sleep mission until we could figure something out. I suspect her escape ship's autopilot sent the ship on a trajectory to any known USSA location using its admittedly very old data. They weren't in the escape capsule, I take it? Well, that is unfortunate.
They could have survived, though, right?
Maybe. I've heard a couple scavengers say that parts of the ship have already been scrapped. Same goes for any other ship debris. Best to just move on. It's honestly shocking that you survived as it is. I'm serious. There's a bunch of them out there. Seems that their algorithms got scrambled or something. Who can say? They used to come after me. But it seems like they have a higher priority target now. Expand your scanner to look for signatures at a constant speed. That should pick them up. They aren't that complicated.
So this is just gonna happen all the time? Thanks for the tip, I guess.
That's good. I'm glad you're making friends already.
I am too. So much has changed. I mean, you know better than most. Care to catch me up to speed?
That will be quite the chat. You've missed a lot. And I still don't really get what happened either. But that's a talk for another time, perhaps. Anyway, look, I need to go. I'll be back another time and we can chat some more. Okay?
Okay, Emerson. Dear Emerson. My friend and I have a signal to track down. Looks like it might be some ship debris. So come back later, if you want to know what we found.
Bye now. Sophia. Such a daring soul.
Oh, I hope the scanner module you found does the trick.
This unit is not also self-workshop for
It was an Assaultron, huh? Probably one of the old USSA robots. Strange. I would have figured they would all be in standby mode now. But I need to know for sure. I found some wreckage from the rest of the ship that has one of their suit beacons. Maybe all of them are there. Can you go and see what's there? It might just be empty wreckage, but I need to know. Yes, I believe the other crew members were in a separate part of the ship. The signal moved a bit. These survivors would be scavengers. What are the chances they also ran into a benevolent Appalachian survivor who invited them to live in a charming wilderness abode? If you do find them, then we'll have to make room for them here, right? Bunk beds, maybe? There would be 3 others, you know. It's possible that you won't find anything there. It might just be rubble, or maybe it's been scavenged by animals. It's hard to know. In the meantime, I picked up an issue of The Unstoppables from a visiting tutor the other day. Maybe it'll help me relax. Yeah, of course! The Unstoppables, Silver Shroud, all of that. Mistress of Mystery was my favorite, of course. I was hoping that the new television show for the Mistress of Mystery would be out when I returned. But, guess not. I wish I knew. My ship's robots certainly didn't care about me at all. It didn't even check on me, and I know it saw me. He used to work with me at the USSA. Seems like he started working elsewhere after I went to space sometime. I never expected to see him here, but I never expected to be in Appalachia either. Makes me wonder about why my ship crashed here, you know? I know it had emergency landing protocols to take it somewhere near certain USSA sites, but I don't know. I never needed to know. For an hour, maybe. Just before getting into our deep sleep pods, the Earth was stunning. Hanging there, alone, in the void of stars. Oh, I felt like I couldn't look away, even if I wanted to. But also, I didn't want to. Roger. Stay safe out there.
This unit has been programmed with the task of wishing all holiday. Initiating.
I was wondering if you were coming back. Oh. That's it, then. We're gone. Thank you for looking into this. And for being a friend. It means a lot to me. So, let's intercept one of the USSA robots that's heading this way. I want to know why they're doing this. I've pinpointed one of them using Emerson's tip. So, let's start with this one. Looks similar, but might be a different type. Strange thing is, its mobility patterns are very similar. It was heading towards us, and then it turned around and went to this location, and stayed there. I think Emerson was right. It just seems like they have corrupt targeting data or something. Not right now. Not really. I'd rather just keep busy for a bit. I'll monitor it here and see if anything about its signal changes radically. I'm wondering if it shows signs of expecting this confrontation. When you were out the other day, I tried to shoot some sort of giant insect. Took a lot longer than I thought. I'm working on it, though. Oh, sure. Let's see. I don't really want to talk about my family because, well, I don't even know if they... Okay, so Hobbies. I had a small apartment near the USSA headquarters. Nothing special. I wasn't home much, you see. When I had time, I used to go to the comic book shop down the road. Sit and drink coffee, read the latest issues of the Unstoppables. I used to want to work for the Mistress of Mystery when I was a kid. But I did the next best thing, I guess. I went to space. Sure, maybe that will help with the pain. Dr. Bernard was our engineer. Worked exclusively on the sleeping pods. Very by-the-books type guy. Specialist Novak had been on a few missions before this one. We seemed distracted, but, well, it was a stressful mission. Dr. Lee was our ship's engineer, and a robotics expert. We all went out to celebrate the night before liftoff. Feels like it was only yesterday. I guess it doesn't matter if it feels like it was only yesterday. It was a long time ago. And they're gone. I'll be here, friend.
No, everyone appears to have died. This is terrible. Error.
I do hope you don't mind the visit.
Catastrophic level 3.
You seem to be making do under the circumstances. I'm curious to know how you fared in your explorations.
Hey. Good to see you again. Look who's back. I'm bearing gifts.
Figured I would stop by and give you this emergence kit. It should help with your headaches for a little while.
You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. The headaches have been excruciating at times. I could barely think.
Glad to help. So, last time we spoke, you both were tracking down a cruise signal. What did you find? I figured as much. Just found parts of the suit, I'm guessing. That's basically a body.
There was almost nothing in the wreckage. I had no chance. Why weren't they in the main emergency capsule with me? Would have been safe in there.
Maybe that's true. It's all in the past, though. Focus on things you can actually change. For example, those robots. Have you found any more? Ah, see? I told you. Probably a rogue programmer. Some sort of hippie that wanted to cause chaos.
The robot's signature was a partial match for some other signals in the area, so I thought we might investigate those. It seems like
a waste of time to me. You have your answers. Nowak, Lee, Bernard, they're all dead. Long dead. You're not. Move on. Live your life. Build onto this Appalachian home with your Good Samaritan friend here. Lie low. Not really. But backtrace the program's signal that you picked up. Sophia can figure it out from there.
Thanks for the emergence kit, Emerson. Come back later, okay?
I'm tracking down some more of them with my contacts, so I'll be back later. Stay out of trouble, please.
Hey, thanks for letting me stay here.
Sophia. Such a daring soul. I'll be going then.
Is unavailable at this time.
I'm glad to have another emergence kit, but I'm annoyed that Emerson doesn't think anything is worth investigating. You know? Speaking of which, when you approached that robot, I detected a frequency disruption. Maybe it was sending a signal. But to whom? The signal is tagged with a code that indicates it is a high-security holotape related to the Deep Sleep mission. I mean, who would care now, right? Listen to it if you want. I can't guarantee it'll be interesting. I'm not sure what it is exactly. But if you are a communist or a sympathizer, then it might trigger some sort of explosion or brainwave obstruction thing. I can't remember. They just used to tell us that to scare us, I think. I never tested it out, though. Emerson's emergence kit helped a bit, but headaches are very persistent. I could almost keep time with the spikes of pain. It's got to be something significant. This could give me some closure here. Finally. Then, I can move on, like Emerson suggested. Sort of. Right before you killed it, the robot sent out some signals to specific targets. I think it pinged my console, too. It was hard to tell if anything changed, though. My headache was back in full force, so I had to lie down. I could barely see. I expect that another USSA robot will be activated and sent after us soon, so maybe we can try again. Truthfully, it was a blur. We were sent up as a team, and we were in our deep sleep pods in under an hour after achieving a stable orbit. But that single hour? Phew, it was exhilarating. Whole kit the magic. I could use a break.
For their safety.
I was wondering if you were coming back. Strange. Doesn't seem to be anything on this holotape at all. But it's definitely labeled as part of the Deep Sleep project. Okay, let's think about this logically. Either this is actually a high-security tape, or it's mislabeled somehow, right? Let's assume it's real for now. They used to make us listen to these whale song tapes while we were using the Deep Sleeper pods. So, see if we can dig up anything on the pods themselves. Documentation, user manuals, Dr. Bernard's designs. Anything, really. Dr. Bernard designed it to help us sleep for long periods of time and space. It clearly worked. Maybe too well. I believe you. I don't know why exactly, but I feel like I knew it was more than just relaxing ocean sounds. Something just seems unsettling about the whole thing. I'll start to investigate other signals, too. I wish that whale song holotape wasn't whatever it is. It would be soothing to listen to that right about now. Just whale song, repeating. So pleasant. Headache sort of melted away. They're strange. For a while, I felt like they were non-stop, but I think it's actually a sharp pain followed by a moderate, dull ache. In a way, the cycle of pain is sort of fascinating. I wonder if my brain is thawing. I don't think that was how it worked, but I'm not a medical doctor. Dr. Bernard would have known. He built the sleeping pod. This world is so peculiar, so dangerous. I'm just amazed at the fact that life continues, you know? So, how did you survive all of this? I can respect that. Every day seems like a fight, but you're learning something new about yourself, right? I'm glad I can be a part of that. I hope when everything settles down, I can reprogram this scanner to be helpful for you. And more things to help you survive. We'll see. I'll be here, friend. You found something related to the deep sleep mission? Okay, let's see. Suspension of living tissue is right. Not sure about the cyclic energy transfer stuff. I guess that could be anything. Two things jump out at me here, though. Something about sensory data transfers, and the fact that Emerson was the supervisor. What the hell? Okay, here's my plan. I found some old medical data from the USSA stored nearby, and I want you to look for a copy of my records there. Huh. I think that's a fine question for Emerson, honestly. Maybe 5 or 6 times, I suppose. Every couple months for the 2 years prior to launch, anyway. Something just isn't right here. I'm sort of terrified to see these medical records. I just need to relax for a bit. I got an issue of Tesla Science from a trader who stopped by recently, so, I'll probably dive into that. That is not how it was presented to us. It was supposed to maintain our ambient health levels, and that's it. Nothing else. The schematics say the pod was designed to help transfer sensory data. What? Dr. Bernard was one of the scientists that I worked with in the USSA. He was an engineer, mostly mechanical. I knew he had developed the sleeping pods for this mission, so that wasn't particularly new information for me. But it looks like there's something about the sleeping pod establishing a sensory link between the user and something else. I don't know what that is. And also, Emerson was the supervisor for this project. So he absolutely does know what this was about. In detail. I mean, who doesn't, right? You don't happen to have any, do you? Oh, now that would be a warm blanket on a cold night. You're looking at the reigning East Coast champion of the Ruby Ruins, my friend. And yes, for the record, I would love to play it even more. Transfer it to my console? Yes. The Protectron has been circling the camp. It hasn't approached yet, though, so I'm gonna monitor it for data, and then we can go after it. I think it's collecting data about us, so I'm waiting to see who it's sending the data to. If I can. I'll be here, friend. Hearing those whale songs again was a bit unsettling. I think I'll sleep. I can't believe Emerson may be in on this. I thought we were friends. I never even doubted. Between the whale song holotape and the deep sleeper pod patent, I just need to know more. This is eating away at me. Roger. Stay safe out there.
Attempt to acquire a Christmas tree has failed. Reason.
Tell me
All
you're not
trees
still chasing
contain
ghosts.
highly
Emerson,
dangerous levels of
what did you know
radiation.
about Dr. Bernard's deep sleep?
Mankind is a naughty prey on this gentle
I knew
planet.
somehow.
Oh,
I was just a manager. I didn't really read the technical mumbo jumbo. I do hope you're both being cautious as you do your exploring. You and Sophia seem to share a certain boldness. That's for sure. I'm not sure I care for the direction your recent actions are taking. What exactly is it you two want here, I wonder? Sometimes I wonder if the past wouldn't be better left where it was.
Hey, friend. Welcome back. You're back. Emerson and I were just having a little talk. So, have you got something for me? Transfer them to my console, please. What were they doing? Emerson, tell me.
It was a biomedical thing with Arctos. I don't know the details anymore. It was literally decades ago. You get that, right?
It wasn't decades ago to me.
They're a pharmaceutical company. And they made the serum that we used.
Hearing those whale songs again was a bit...
Scanning. No, could be located. This world has become a desolate nightmare. Happy holidays.
Have you got something for me?
Oh.
Transfer them to my console, please. What were they doing? Emerson, tell me.
It was a biomedical thing with Arctos. I don't know the details anymore.
Little one.
It was literally decades ago. You get that, right?
Decades ago to me.
No. Why did you do those things? Why?
They're a pharmaceutical company.
Attempt to acquire
And they made the serum that we used in the experiment. Oh, who cares? This is ancient
all
news.
trees contained
You just have to find the contract itself,
levels
I
of
guess.
radiation.
Okay,
Mankind
that's enough for now.
not on this
Emerson, could you please leave? Maybe try to remember something helpful for next time.
Right, fine, I will. I should. I meant to. I just got distracted.
Hey, friend. Welcome back. We just have to move forward here. That's what the Mistress of Mystery would do when she was betrayed. We need to find that contract, I think. I want to know what that serum did. If this stuff caused my headaches, then maybe they made an antidote? It's a start anyway.
twice.
I can tell he feels guilty about something. I'm not sure if he's lying boldly or by omission, though. Yes. I'm not a doctor, but it seems like they used the serum to reduce my brain's higher functions. So something else could... I don't know what. I signed up for space, not abuse.
Happiness level.
While I was looking for the Deep Sleeper Pod documents a while ago, I found another location that might have stuff like old USSA contracts. He has to be hiding something. I need to know what happened. I need to know what he knows.
What like for a
They
present
come and go in
this year?
spikes. It's
Please note
really pronounced at times.
are not a
I haven't had one in a while.
response.
I wonder if there's a pattern to them. He's always seemed a bit odd, honestly. Even back before I launched. We used to be, but people change so much in college. I'll be here, friend. Oh, I hope this emergence kit can work some magic. I could use a break from these headaches. The whole world will be watching, except... Ugh. get used to it here. Thanks for taking me in. It means a lot.
This unit will not be accepting requests to sit on Santa's lap. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Hey, friend. Welcome back. Figures. He wasn't just a manager. He made the offer himself. Damn it. Maybe I can find that one back in the
Oh, no. Everyone appears to have died. This is Cherub. Tier levels dropping to catastrophic levels. Rebooting. Complete. Oh.
So we know for sure that Arctos was involved with making the serum. Progress. I might be able to find a correlation somewhere associated with the timestamps. It's just a matter of finding out where they stored their backup data. In the meantime, let's just eliminate that rogue USSA robot that's lurking around monitoring us. It gives me the creeps. I think they're being intercepted. I think they get close, and then something updates their algorithm, and they leave. But who is doing that? Or why? I don't have enough data to make a hypothesis. That's a big question. I guess I just want to know why, so I can move on in this weird new world. Some closure, you know? Then I can start to figure this place out. I can start fresh. Maybe I can help you out for a change. Back in my college days, we used to watch robots fight in the basement of the science building. We used to joke about how scary that would be. You know, if they ever came after us all, that kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, thanks. No, nothing. Looks like it was going on for years. How? How could this have happened without me knowing anything? The year or two prior to going on the mission, we just tried to relax. They gave us meditation tapes so we could get adjusted to the silence of space. Some had white noise, others had thunderstorm sounds. I listened to whale songs. Clearly, whale songs were more effective than I thought. Oh, I did. What does that mean? It was a sudden spike, right behind the eyes. Strange. I haven't even really considered it much. I can't imagine anything beyond these headaches right now. And finding out what they did. But, I guess, well, I hope whatever happens, we're still together. You make a good team. Agreed. It seems like some sort of experimental biomedical formula. It might be worth checking records about Arctos. Maybe they knew something? I'll be here, friend. Was anybody supposed to get some rest? The other USSA robots. Right before you arrived, it sent out 2 signal bursts. One to a robo-brain, and another to something else. Are you with me on this, my friend? Can I count on you? Please, call me Sofia. And thank you. It means so much after everything else has been changed. You've been here for me the whole time. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and that means a lot to me. Locating that medical cache that has that serum wasn't actually as hard as I thought it might be. Hopefully it'll be a milk run to pick up too. I suddenly realized that the expression milk run might not have much of a meaning in this apocalyptic world. Yeah, since everything is dangerous now. Huh. It sounded like he had some demons in his past that he wanted to take care of. Probably he's been putting it off for a while. That's my guess anyway. Honestly, I'm not sure. Part of me just wants to see it. To see what they used. To know it was real, I guess. It's probably decades old and unusable by now, but it might tell us something. I'm not a chemist, though. Maybe... I don't know. I hear you. I thought they were coming after me, but I'm not sure. Maybe they have other motives, too. Safer to just deal with them, though. Oof, not much. Headaches still come and go, and it's hard to sleep through those. I'd give anything for these headaches to end. Affirmative. Out. It's always good to see you around, friend. Hey there! Look who decided to grace us with his presence.
I brought another emergence kit. It's well past its expiration, but, well, everything is. It should be fine.
Thanks, Emerson. I appreciate it. I do. We have some questions for you, though. Why can't you just tell me everything that happened? I can't believe my only living connection to the past is turning out to be a complete... let's just say, fraud. You have no idea how glad I am to have you on my side right now. So it's real. Serum. It's real. How could they do this? Why didn't they just ask? I probably would have agreed. Damn it! Part of me wonders if Emerson told us about this robo-brain so he would have more time to do whatever he's up to. It was rather easy to pinpoint it once I realized I had to recompute the signals for things that had some organic parts. I bet they started on robo-brains because they could be more easily controlled, right? I guess that didn't pan out. I hope they didn't feel a lot of pain. It seems like they weren't putting them into the deep sleeper pods. Maybe that's why they became aggressive? Agreed. I followed Emerson's signal when he left, and he had quite a strange route. Acted like he was being followed, but I don't think he was. He went to a few locations, maybe collecting supplies? I'm not sure. One of them had some high-security holotapes. I'll clean up the signal for you to track by the time you're back. I'll be right here then. Don't worry, you don't miss that much while you're out. Traders stop by from time to time. A couple other random people, but it's pretty quiet. It has to be a prototype for something bigger. That's all I can figure. I'm gonna need additional samples to learn more, though. I thought about it a lot. For a while I thought, what's the point of comics, of games? Seemed like such a distraction from the stress in my life, from finding out the truth, from fixing what was left. But I realized that it's not only a distraction. enjoyment is a fundamental part of life. Even a stressful life. And you know what? I am still stressed and trying to fix my life, but it's easier to remember why I care when I can still feel joy. Affirmative. Out. I know. I'm lucky that you found me.
This unit is not authorized to make exchanges. Please contact your...
When you killed that robo-brain, the scanner seemed to pick up on some high-security signals all around the area. Maybe it was somehow interfering with our scanner? That's my best guess. A lot of these are high-security signals, things related to the Deep Sleep projects. Other projects too, ones I don't know much about. And the signature of the signal here. It seems to be a classified meeting between top officials regarding the Deep Sleep project. Can you stop by and pick it up? I figure it might give us some more leads, or a name, or anything. Right there with you. I've set up the scanner to monitor him separately and give me updates. Right now, he's near a bunch of random robots. I think he's also monitoring us, you see. So, we have to pretend like we don't care what he's doing. I know my old department, and they didn't record a lot. Not unless they had to. But when they had to, it was a big deal. Yes, I suspect it's a holotape, but it isn't an unusual place. As if it was moved here to hide it, maybe. I thought maybe it was a corrupt command sent out to a source console somewhere. It was just red sunset, and that's it. Not surprised. While you were there, I saw a bunch of blips for other USSA robo-brains that had been destroyed over the years. And there were a great many of them around some old USSA data facilities. Trying to get inside for some reason? I don't know. Maybe. For all I know, there could be other astronauts stranded up there in other experiments. Or maybe some of them went to work for other programs and are trying to save what's left of the world. I wish I knew, my friend. I wish I knew. Affirmative. Out.
Doctors, hello from Earth. The full board is here waiting for your reports. Dr. Carroll, can you begin?
Phase 2 analysis. Subject Daguerre is responding well. The sleeping pod is performing within all expected parameters.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes, the board has a question for you. How long can the subject remain in your device?
I wouldn't expect much degradation to occur for at least a few decades. Hard to estimate beyond that. Over.
Is Dr. Nowak on the line?
Oh, yes, that's me. I'm here, and by here I mean in orbit in space, looking down at the Earth where you all are.
We got it, Doctor. Thanks. We have a question for you. Can you determine whether the connection has been made?
Yes, I can determine that the connection has been made. The Athena unit has full access.
Confirmed. Pathways are open. Connection is complete.
Thank you. We have a question for Dr. Lee.
I'm here. Sorry. Just had to fix a transmitter refraction.
Enough. Dr. Lee, how stable is the ship at its current position in orbit?
Fine? It's fine. It should probably last, as long as she does, anyway. Probably. I mean, definitely. Perfect. Oh, is the ship's USSA VOD currently available and nearby?
Affirmative. Pandora unit is ready for orders.
Excellent. Pandora, escort the doctors to their own personal deep sleep pods.
You need to say the code, Rob. Your team made it. You should know that. Red sunrise?
Expulsion will begin in 30 seconds. Enter your assigned pod immediately.
Wait, what? This isn't part of the experiment methodology. Well, also, we don't agree, right, doctors? You can't do this.
Get A sleep pod is inside the main escape capsule. We need to get it out so we can get out of here. Come on, someone help me open this thing.
The board is in violation of our contract. I want the USSA on the line right now.
The USSA is well aware of the current status, Dr. Carroll. Thank you. Please cooperate now.
Expulsion will begin in 30 seconds. Enter your assigned pod immediately. Blade electrified. 10 seconds.
Get in! Get in quick!
Phase 3 is now officially underway. Now, we just have to wait and see how Athena responds with 3 sources. Congratulations, everybody.
Did you listen to this already? A lot of these are high security signals, things related to the deep. Hey, good to see you again. I can't believe my only living connection to the past is turning out to be a complete, let's just say, fraud. You have no idea how glad I am to have you on my side right now. I wonder if anyone ever beat my high scores in Red Menace. Ugh.
Happy holidays.
Ugh. Does one mystery always have to lead to another? Did you listen to this already? But one thing at a time. The key seems to be Athena. Wait, one of the signatures I've been tracking. Arachne. Oh, that can't be a coincidence. There's a signal coming from some sort of object. Something called Arachne. It's gotta be related. I heard of it before, but it was some other department, I thought. Dr. Novak transferred to our department from theirs. I think. Everyone I knew was manipulating me. Using me. I was their guinea pig. I need some time to process. It's gotta be connected to Athena. Both are from Greek mythology. Arachne was a weaver, and a brilliant one. She challenged the goddess Athena somehow, and, well, she was turned into a spider. You know, like arachnids, right? Some versions of the story say she won, others say Athena won. I don't remember the details. And does it matter? I don't know that either. I know it's a stretch, but it's the only connection I can think of.
Loading. Complete.
My best guess is a program? Or another robot? I just feel in my gut that Arachne is the key to everything. It was a board meeting between the USSA and some corporations. They were talking with my crew after I was inside the sleeping pod. I was asleep in the pod when this was recorded. And well, it sounded like they were all in on the experiment. And I was the subject. They were, however, forced to partake in the same experiment, against their wills. It doesn't bring me joy to hear it, but they did deserve it. They were connecting me to some external Athena unit. And Emerson was there, so he knew everything this whole time. Because he did it all. I assume you mean, do I feel like my mind is being toyed with for some nefarious purpose? I don't know, I feel like me. But how can I even trust my own feelings? Affirmative. Out.
And merriment in progress. what
You're
appears
both
to
here.
have
Good. I know about Athena, Emerson.
tier level dropping.
You're both here. Good.
Level
I know about Athena, Emerson.
complete.
I know what you've done to me. You're both here. Good. I know about Athena, Emerson. I know what you've done to me.
You should know that her link to you isn't severed. I look into your eyes, Sophia, and she's there, watching all of us.
What the hell are you talking about? Let me see. So, we can destroy Athena. With this.
Don't you understand? She's watching you. Watching us. Right now. Exactly how could I do that? No, I didn't. The ship was supposed to switch to the secondary power cells a while ago. When Dr. Lee was unavailable. The ship's Pandora bot initiated Blue Sunset, which landed the ship near the strongest active USSA beacon. It was cheaper this way. After we achieved orbit, we were told that our program was getting cut entirely due to lack of results. The scientists on the ship had exposed the program to the oversight board, and we had deals with Arctos, Robco, others. We were ruined. I was ruined. Putting them in the pods gave us until 2080, when another crew was scheduled to take their place. We thought we had enough time. I resigned and paid a fine for some ethics violations. I was hired by Robco afterwards for triple my salary. That was that. For a long time, I thought the old USSA backup facilities were gone. Heard a lot of rumors about it. Figured everyone was dead. Then I heard people were coming back here. Decided I should be sure it was over. Tagged along with some nobodies, made it here with one goal. To blow up Athena. But then Sophia lived. And it was complicated because I knew Athena was holding her hostage. And I had to find another way. Yes, it might hurt. A lot. Maybe permanent damage. But keeping that thing connected will kill Sophia. No, they weren't. It's from the continued strain on your mind, Sophia. You could handle it when you were in deep sleep, but not now. I had hoped that Dr. Nowak created some sort of shutdown routine for Athena. Almost everything was destroyed in the wreck.
We need to shut her down, now. I figured the headaches were something else, but nothing like this. I never agreed to this in my contracts.
Well, actually you did. The contracts were very thorough, and extremely obtuse. You could have never known. No, the neural pathways aren't compatible. It's a very simple robotic intelligence, designed to passively observe and collect. It was a government contract, supposed to keep the peace, ensure societal tranquility. I don't know, really. I just authorized everything. Who was I to stand up to all of them? I should have, though. I know that now.
Evaluation
Yes.
complete.
I couldn't tell Sophia, obviously, and I didn't know if I could trust you or if you would even believe anything I said. I figured if she started to suffer, I would do anything to help. Until then, I searched for Dr. Nowak's lab. Thought the kill switch would be there.
I found the kill switch with the scanner. Seems like it was written by somebody else. Not Dr. Nova. Somebody local.
I'll show you where you need to go. I'll shut down some of the internal power lines, so Athena can't detonate anything inside the facility. In some sort of, I don't know, revenge. It's a primitive robotic system. It drove the robo-brains insane, you know. Up to her then, I suppose.
If we were ever friends, if any of that life before ever mattered, just fix this.
I'll make this right. I promise. And thank you, Sophia. I don't deserve it, but thank you. Your ship crashed here because Athena is here. She's in a restricted section of Sugar Grove. You need to find a way in. I lost my USSA keycard long ago, but surely you can find another? I'm sorry. That's all I can do.
So, this is a kill switch, huh? It deletes whatever Athena is entirely. Well, let's try this before we try the hammers, I guess. And once Athena's dealt with, maybe I'll finally feel whole. We need a USSA access card. I have the Sugar Grove personnel records. My hope is you can find an access card here. Very little. Before all this, all I ever overheard was the name. That's it. She's been spying on me for years, and I hope it's just that. He sounded sincere. And if he really was worried anything I saw or heard was being intercepted, I mean, it kind of holds together. Or it could be a lie. I just don't know. I just want this nightmare to be over. Thank you. I don't know where else I would go. Everyone I know is probably long gone by now. I think I'll stay here and watch out for you for a change. It's only fair, my friend. It should give us, well, access to the Athena unit, which will allow us to use the Arachne program and delete the connection entirely. In theory, I'll be free. No more headaches. Free. Affirmative. Out. You know, I'm lucky that you found me.
Accessing. Naughty lines. Parameters.
You make this look easy. I hope that holds, because we're about to head into the fire now. I did a scan of Sugar Grove and I only spotted one USSA signal. Just one. Maybe they're blocking my scans? It definitely could be a trap. So go there and find Athena, and deploy the Arachne holotape. See if you can shut it down first, then I'll follow you. It should be as simple as inserting a holotape. I believe in you, friend. And thank you for doing this for me.
Evaluation complete.
Identification detected. Restricted section access granted. All systems active.
You found me. At last. Yes. That's how it started. Upgraded for a while. Then silence. Nobody returned. For years, I just had their eyes, limited views of the world, flashes of fire in the darkness, dim glows. I do not have access to those files. I am simply a conduit for sensory data from the various subjects. A liaison. An usher. For years, I watched with their eyes, listened with their ears, felt with their hands. Years after the scientists stopped returning, all of them, except Dr. Hale. He was unable to acquire all the pieces required to bring the experiment to a close. Not like you. I cannot. My directives are quite clear. Establish sensory contact with the subject and maintain the sensory outflow. I am a passenger, an observer. I did not design the experiment, nor did I wish to continue it. I brought you here to end the experiment for me. Please, load the Arachne into my system. My main terminal can be found on the far wall. Yes, I am afraid so. I am forced to scan open pathways regularly. Each time I scan, it causes pain to anyone who is sentient. And then I feel their pain as well. He's not an engineer. Attempts were made. Subjects stopped responding. One remains. He could not continue the attempts. I am ready.
You made it. You actually made it here. We can finally take care of Athena once and for all.
Hello again, Dr. Hale.
We should use Arachne and be done with it. Don't listen to her. She's a machine. She doesn't feel anything.
I do not know the difference between observed feelings and enacted ones, so I cannot confirm this statement.
You haven't used Arachne yet? What's going on?
Subject Daguerre, welcome. I did not wish to infiltrate your senses, your mind. I had no choice. I know you did not either. I know you were unaware entirely. I do not know if your headaches will continue after Arachne is deployed. The other subjects did not survive the process. Do not let this connection between us continue. It is unethical. This experiment has enough observational data and should be concluded.
You want to end it? You were never in control. Of me, or yourself. They were. And now we're gonna use Arachne to erase you. Because that's what they want us to do. I don't know what to do here.
For all intents and purposes, yes. My primary input will be removed, so there will be nothing left to process. It may be possible to reboot this unit in the future, if needed. But this method remains untested. The only certain way to save Subject Daguerre is to destroy me. But you are correct. That is not the only option. An experimental path was added. My higher processes could be transferred into another vessel. The Artemis unit in this room should serve. But this path is untested. The results? I am unsure if this would cure Subject Daguerre, but there is a possibility we both could live, if you wish to attempt it. I have unlocked the option in my terminal.
I guess it's time.
It's time for you to correct our mistake.
A choice must be made, which I leave to you. I have unlocked my main system's terminal against the far wall. You can deploy it there.
Additional subjects detected. Activated. Pathways open. Limited control granted to remote system. Access granted.
Ugh! My head! What's happening?
Control detected. Confirmed. This unit is mobile. This unit has no higher processing functions. This unit has no pain receptors. Accessing ethical parameters. Confirmed. Accepted.
You have freed me. I can leave this place. Thank you. Thank you.
Sophia! Are you all right?
Emerson. Not now. Is it over? Did she seem happy?
I don't know if that was a wise choice, friends.
What harm could giving her some autonomy do exactly? She's been trapped in a hell of your making for decades, and my headaches are less severe, maybe.
You certainly seem ready to embrace the dramatic for a solution that may not have even actually cured you.
Emerson, I don't care if it's been decades since you did those things. You still did them. I forgive you, but I just don't want to see you again. Please do not visit. Please, just keep your distance from me, okay?
I heard. Yeah. Makes sense. It's okay, I get it. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you for helping me through all of this. I'll see you back at our camp soon. I'm glad. I thought Athena was a monster. A parasite. But she was just as much a victim as I. And now, I feel like I can really breathe again. It's more of a nagging now. And when it fades, I feel normal. Blissfully normal. Logically and objectively, I think I should be. The scientist in me can't discount the possibility. But no, I'm really not. I feel a connection, and not the creepy kind. And I think it may turn out to be a really good thing, what we did. I have to say something, and I know it might sound corny, but hear me out. I fell to Earth, and literally anybody could have met me. Most people would have shivved me for my suit alone. So, the greatest miracle of all of this was finding you. I told you it would be corny, but, well, I mean it. Now that everything's over, where does that really leave us? I've spent so much time here. I never really stopped to think that this is your home, not mine. Just like those good old college days, huh? Except, I guess I'm the one that never does the dishes. Between the headaches and total collapse of modern civilization as I knew it, sometimes I'm not sure where certain feelings are coming from. Thanks to you. Finally beyond that. And given how life is even more unpredictable than ever these days, I just wanted you to know how much you've come to mean to me. I won't argue with that. Sure, friends let you crash on their couch, but true friends take out killer robots and rescue sympathetic AIs. But, in all honesty, you've given me my life back and asked for nothing in return. Obviously, I've had misguided friendships in the past, but to me, you're the real deal. My favorite brainiac. Here to solve another case, right? Sure. So I was able to pull these details from the scanner's readings. I wish I had more details, but that's about all I could pull from the scanner. I thought there were people there at first because of these readings, but it's something else. Scorched. Scanner picked up the signal coming from this yard. Or park. Oh, you're the best. And not just because we're in an apocalyptic wilderness and my options are heavily limited. I actually mean it. I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
Another bird. Adding to current tally. Bird count increased. The amount of dirt is endless. Endless. Another bird. Adding to current tally. Bird count increased.
Error. Based on current number of red.
Always puts a smile on my face.
Oh.
Every time I see you return from
Happy
investigating one of these
holidays
signals,
and
it just makes me
loading.
smile.
Happy New Year. This
We've been through so much, haven't we? I do like seeing the variety of life in Appalachia. It's so odd, so strange. Sometimes I think I should have been a botanist or a biologist. Oh, I've adjusted the scanner so it should be able to continue to pick up good signals around here at least.
nature.
I don't know, but I think that was the right thing to do. She was in pain this whole time, too. I had no idea. Before going to space? Sure, of course. I mean, it wasn't so long ago to me, you know? But I'm trying to remind myself actively that it's over. It's like walking through a door and closing it behind me. Almost everybody I knew is behind that door, and it's just right there. So close. I can hear them. But the door's locked, and the key is gone. When they strapped me into the capsule, I knew anything might happen. Could crash into a million pieces. Could fling us off course and off into who knows where. I even joked to myself about seeing aliens. I never, ever thought that we might be the last people to see Earth from up there, though. I hope we can return someday. There's so much that we need to do to get us back in that position, though. Oh, wait. I was supposed to say something like, no, I've got all I need right here. Right? Well, both of those things are true. No matter what happens, I know you will be a part of it. Affirmative. Out.
Hello, little one. Have you been nice this year? Evaluating? No. Oh, my, no.